Ashleigh Gentle will claim the first ever PTO Canadian Open.
I've been doing this sport for well over a decade now. Races like that don't come around too often.
She really is a remarkable young athlete.
What a moment. Ashleigh Gentle has done it again.
What's my story? I've done a decade of short course racing or more, including my junior years. My first junior world championship was when I was 16 years old and came away with the silver medal. So, you know, I'm 31 years old now, so that's 15 years ago. I didn't finish my short course career like I wanted to, and I was tempted to keep going because, you know, everyone would love that fairy tale ending of their short course career, but I also thought if I don't change now, I might miss opportunities. When the PTO Tour, I guess, was first announced, I just put it on my calendar and I just thought, well, I hope I can make it. So here I am. It was pretty ambitious to put it on the calendar straight away and just kind of hope, but yeah, I'm super happy and just really excited to be at this race and just, yeah, do what I can on the course.
So Edmonton in Alberta is the venue for the 2022 PTO Canadian Open.
Here in Edmonton, first race of the PTO Tour. It's a new dawn in our sport. We can't go past Ashleigh Gentle from Australia. Recently moved up from short course to long course. I think this course really suits her.
Who are you picks for the win?
I guess Ashleigh.
Oh yeah, who's about to say I have to?
Here today in Edmonton, it is the launch of the PTO Tour driven by the athletes and the stars themselves.
I think it's kind of nice going into a race where you can just go in. Maybe people might think that, you know, they can walk all over you again, but I think that this year would be different. Everyone has a chance once you get on the start line, and that means I have a chance too. So that's all I try and think about is myself and what I can do.
And that's number 33, Victoria Lopez of Brazil, leading out the swim with Sara Perez Sala right on her heels there in the orange cap. That's Ashleigh Gentle just coming out there, I think, at the back of those four girls. That's a fantastic swim for her and really sets up her day well. I mean, this course in general should suit Ashleigh.
See that chase group of athletes coming. Wow, I mean, that is a great place for Ashleigh Gentle to be. She will be incredibly excited when you know, she gets at the end of this swim, but she can be with that group of women out of the water.
Ashleigh Gentle, someone we earmarked early on as being someone who could have a really good day here. She's relatively new at this distance, but she's a strong cyclist. She always has been, even when racing the shorter distance races. To set herself up with the swim that she had today, I don't think she could have asked for anything more in the water there. She's come out onto the bike. She's already up on Sara Perez Sala, who was quicker through transition than her, but she's taken back that time straight away.
That looked like Nicola Spirik, I think, right there, who was sitting in fourth place. So
that's a nice group. Ellie Salthouse, Nicola Spirik and Ashleigh Gentle. Riding very well, only just on that 30 seconds back on our leader, Paula Finlay, so putting themselves in a very good position.
We're seeing that gap now to Ashleigh Gentle, who's in second at the head of this little group of 4, 1:06. So
it's blown
that
out.
gap has gone out another 20 or so seconds. So Paula is really taking it to these girls.
If I was Paula right now, just taking a look as we go into the bell lap, the person I'd be most nervous about, Ashleigh Gentle, who is,
without a doubt,
relentless on the run. I've seen her over the 10K distance, not so much over 18, 21K, but I have to think when you can run that well for 10, you can kind of keep it going for another 33 or 34 minutes.
I feel like if I can get off the bike in, striking distance, I feel like I can set up a really good race.
As soon as she has given that split of upwards of 2 minutes,
yes.
Can you imagine how it's going to make her feel? She knows she's still got 18 kilometres left to run. She looks fantastic.
I would say this race is not over. Laura
Absolutely
Phillip, spectacular. Ashleigh Gentle, frightening. I've seen her find something magical in the last couple of kilometers. And Paula Findlay has given up a couple of, wins in that last few kilometers. So it's going to be a very interesting 18-kilometer run.
Ashleigh as well has also made up 15 seconds on Paula Findlay's lead just in the first kilometre and a bit.
The last information that we had, Ashleigh Gentle down to 1 minute 35 seconds.
Wow. And that's a huge gap that she's taken down straight away at the start of the run.
We can see her on screen right now, so it's only a matter of time.
The fact that Ashleigh can now see Paula Findlay up the road in her sights, that's going to be so motivating for her.
I was kind of running scared for the whole time, even though I overtook Paula at about halfway.
Well, the inevitable is about to occur.
She's going to pass any second here at speed as well.
And I just thought that I had to go full gas until the end, just because I thought Paula could come back, someone else could run up. I hadn't raced so many of those girls too, and I knew that they were such strong competitors. So I kind of just went as hard as I could. But yeah, once I saw the blue carpet and I saw the crowd in the grandstand and the finishing tape, I knew I was safe then.
Ashleigh Gentle from Australia will claim the first ever PTO Canadian Open.
Even if I just had that race and didn't win, I would still be so happy, because it wasn't necessarily about the position. And of course I'm proud of how I finished with the best girls in the world, but it was about me knowing truly within myself how well I did on that day and how much I turned it around from one of the worst races of my life at the Olympics. To turn that around was, the best feeling in the world.
The biggest team event in triathlon is back once again.
I've never been involved in the Collins Cup before. When I speak to all the athletes, I've heard really good things, and they say it's a really great week. The team aspect definitely brings so much to the event. It would feel great to bring a win for Team Internationals. I think being part of a team probably brings out the best in me, to be honest. So I think that, I'll be fighting extra hard for my teammates on Saturday. There's quite a few of us that have shown that we'll be fighting for the win rather than the broken spoke this time. So I think that, if you look down on paper, it looks like it'll be super competitive, and Team Internationals definitely has a chance to take it out. I try and not think about my competition, to be honest, because look at the stats. There's like 25 world championship titles within all the people that I'm competing. So if I really thought about that, there'd be no point in turning up. When you walk up to the pontoon and You know, you're standing next to your fellow competitors, you know, waiting for that gun to go off. For me, everything is quite silent, and I've got to a point now in my career that there's also just a sense of acceptance that I've done the best I can to be in the best shape that I can be for that particular race. It feels quite freeing and liberating. It's taken me over 10 years to get to that point where everything feels okay and silent. That's where I want to be before the gun goes off.
Well, we don't see much separation in our second match. And again, that yellow cap, Ashleigh Gentle from Australia. The red cap is Chelsea Sodaro. And in the blue cap, Laura Philipp. So they're much closer than I would have anticipated. Ashleigh Gentle would have hoped for a little bit more space in this early stage of match 2.
We can see now the difference between Ashleigh Gentle and Chelsea Sodaro, Laura Philipp. She's really put a big gap in since we last saw this matchup. And I'd say that gap now is even bigger than the gap that we saw Flora Duffy manage to accumulate in match 1.
Well, that is match 2. Another yellow cap for Team International, as Ashleigh Gentle will be very pleased looking over her shoulder with a large gap back to the chase group, which was Chelsea Sodaro and Laura Philipp.
1 minute and 5 seconds between Ashleigh Gentle and the two chasers.
Yeah, I'm a man on the edge, don't wanna push me.
That is Ashleigh Gentle from the international team right now. And you look back to the blue outfit, that's Laura Philipp having a fantastic bike, as we fully anticipated that she would.
My time is coming around and I got big plans.
Well, an overtake here as we had anticipated. Laura Philipp, the 35-year-old German. What an incredible career she has had.
She can't fight it. It's thunder and lightning.
22 seconds, just relax, work into it. You look good, you look good. Come on, Ash. Go, Ash.
She is coming back here on this run to Laura Philipp.
Her run is her weapon. She ran down Paula Finlay. This is exactly what she is going to do here today.
And I wonder if she knows just how close Ashleigh Gentle is to her. Well, she might find out in a short while. We're about to see Ashleigh Gentle overtaking Laura Philipp there. She may be just going to sit on her shoulder for a slight while, just say, I'm here, I'm about to pass you. And we're about to change from Laura Philipp being the leader to Ashleigh Gentle. Ashleigh Gentle looking in complete control.
Some signs of pain on her face right now, but she's a full 2 minutes and 18 seconds ahead of Laura Philipp, so she's really taken some time out over these last 10 kilometers.
Ashleigh Gentle takes a win in wave number 2. So as Europe open up in the first wave, it is going to be the international team with Ashleigh Gentle from Australia claiming victory, and now the clock to see what the time gap.
It was really tough out there. It was really scary just being chased. I spent 10 years of my career being the chaser, and today leading out of the water, I knew Laura's obviously a super strong cyclist, so just tried to keep my head down and my head in the game because, yeah, it was pretty lonely. But I had to keep faith in my run and really just tried to finish strong because I know that there was bonus points. And I was just kind of unaware of where Laura was. I guess each race I've done this year, I've learnt so much. It's definitely building, and it's really exciting to come away from every experience with something new that I know I need to work on, or another tool in my toolbox for the next race. I did really well in the Canadian Open, and It was one of the best races of my life, but I'm kind of putting that to bed for now and focusing on how I can be my best at this race.
This is the third event of the PTO calendar, which means we have got 100 kilometres of the Fast and the Furious. We have got $1 million up for grabs on the finish line. And we've got one big question that needs answering. In the intense heat and the draining humidity, who comes through to make themselves a hero this weekend?
Athletes, you are now in the hands of the starter.
Take your mark.
And there they go.
So in the green cap, that is Ashleigh Gentle, who was the Edmonton winner in Canada earlier this year.
And just trying to hang on to the toes there of Lucy Charles-Barclay. That is the red cap of Taylor Knibb. Now, she's someone that I did pick out as possibly able to stick with Lucy Charles. She'll have to have a really good swim day, but it looks like at the moment she's just about hanging on there. So we did just see there Ashleigh Gentle moving up through that pack. She swam up on the hips of quite a few athletes. She moved through about 3 places, and you can see how far ahead she is now of that white cap of Paula Finlay. She's moved about 3 body lengths. That's really smart racing by Ashleigh Gentle there. Ashleigh used her competitors to move forward in the race, and she has put herself right next to Flora Duffy, and I know that if Ashleigh Gentle comes out the water with Flora Duffy, she'll be absolutely delighted with that as a starting point for her race. Taylor Knibb's form at the moment is slightly unknown, coming off the back of injury. We don't exactly know what we're going to get from Taylor. Brilliant start, but when she gets onto the bike, will she be able to show some of that cycling prowess that we saw in 2021?
That pack was about a minute down.
I think some of them will actually be quite pleased with that. I think the likes of Ashleigh Gentle will be really pleased to put it together. Yet another solid swim.
We see the first turn for Lucy Charles-Barclay with Taylor Knibb hot on her heels. The gap is closing.
You see it beautifully there from that
pass.
aerial shot as Taylor Knibb flies by Lucy Charles. She's absolutely blitzed by her there. You just see Ashleigh Gentle there at the back of this chasing group, and our latest timing checks did say that they're around about 1 minute and 20, 1 minute and 24 down on the likes of Taylor Knibb and Lucy Charles-Barclay right at the front of the race. So they are losing a little bit of time. They were 1 minute down out of the water.
So a fantastic start to the race. Certainly the swim and bike leg for Taylor Knibb. She was always amongst the favourites for this race. Taylor Knibb still very much up front. 3-minute gap to Charles-Barclay, 5 minutes and 13 to Holly Lawrence. Ashleigh Gentle and that pack.
No, if anything, it's been the run. It's maybe just her slight weakness. So let's just see what her running legs look like. And here comes Ashleigh Gentle. She is moving through this field. You know, she didn't win the Canadian Open by, giving up. She is a very tenacious woman.
Be out in the streets on Dallas on Saturday, and I won't give up. Even if you have to peel me off the concrete when I'm melting and I'm giving it my all.
6:29 down on our leader, so 4th position for Ash Gentle. She is the 3rd fastest out on course.
Ashleigh Gentle now is going to go by and not even stop to say hello. She's got Miss Lucy Charles-Barclay on her mind.
Knibb 13:47 minute miles, Duffy 13:38, and Gentle 12:51.
Well, Taylor Knibb continuing to just execute an absolutely fantastic race.
Look at this. This is really interesting. Looking at Taylor Knibb, she's realised I need to slow down now through this aid station. Ash Gentle knows that if she can continue to run at this pace, there is a chance that she will catch Charles Barkley and to come second. I honestly, the way that Taylor Knibb's racing right now, I can't see her being beaten.
It's only 71 seconds now from Ashleigh Gentle in third to Lucy Charles Barkley, and we still have 10 kilometers to go.
Two laps to go. That was the message on the board for Taylor Knibb. We have a pack of three, and there's the pass. Ashleigh Gentle has passed Lucy Charles Barkley. It's hot out there on the course as we are closing in on the finish. She has taken out 50 seconds per lap out of Taylor Knibb. It's probably not going to be enough, but all the same, what a fantastic run.
Actually, that's the first time we've seen Taylor stop not through an aid station. Is
she coming apart a little bit?
She's only got 6 kilometers to go, but that's a long way to go if you're really feeling in trouble and if you're feeling that your body's beginning to shut down on you.
I believe Gentle needs to make up about 3:15. We'll see if she's got enough road in which to claw that back.
We're down to 2:36 now. And that point there, you could just see Ashleigh Gentle disappearing around the corner to the right. Ashleigh Gentle will know that she is taking significant chunks out of Taylor Knibb at this point. Taylor lost another 30 seconds in that last kilometre to Ashleigh Gentle. That's a huge amount in just 1 kilometre.
We are just over a minute. It's a minute and a second at that last mat.
Well, there you go. She's just come into shot. She can see Taylor Knibb rounding that corner in front of her, and I don't think it would be premature to say that right now the smart person's money is on Ashleigh Gentle. Taylor Knibb has dropped to just over 6:45 minute miling, whereas Ashleigh Gentle is still holding around 5:45. That's a full minute per mile. That's a huge difference we've got there, and Ashleigh Gentle has got the lead in her sights.
She's gone. She's through.
She's passed. Nearly 7 minutes she's taken out of Taylor Knibb on this run.
Unbelievable. Ashleigh Gentle is now leading the PTO US Open with 2.7 kilometers to go.
Really am so impressed with running down nearly 7 minutes.
There's the smile. Now she's taking it all in. What a moment. Ashleigh Gentle has done it again. The emotion is going to start pouring through. She is the winner of the PTO US Open.
I had to dig to the depths of myself for that one. That was really, really tough. Honestly, I was on the wrong side of a brake on the bike, just feeling horrible the start of the bike ride. I just tried to keep my head in the game and hope I could just, run into a good position, and I absolutely did not expect to run into the win, that's for sure. There's still lots of things that I can work on and figure out, but this year has been one of the funnest years of my career. So if I take and look at the enjoyment factor as well as a couple of, actual race results and put that together, I'd say, I think I've found my place and found my happy place. And I think that when I'm enjoying the sport, in turn, it makes me probably the most motivated and focused that I've ever been. So I think that all in all, it's been a really great year and found a distance that I really like.